and everybody asked me how I got in the business. My brother had sent 2 hats off for renovation. Well, actually, they were my daddy's hats after my daddy had passed away. So he sent 2 hats for renovation. When they came back, they actually were ruined. So he just mentioned to me, you know, as much as you love hats, you ought to get in the hat business. So it was like a light went off in my head, and I thought, well, I've rodeoed all these years. I've shaped hats for everybody. I've owned my own Western store and shaped hats. So I thought, well, what a great idea. So I realized that there was a custom hatter right here in Oklahoma City. So I went and visited him and was telling him what I was wanting to do, and he said, well, I'm actually got my business up for sale because I want to get into politics. But he said, I have a buyer for it. And I said, really? I said, well, when is the buyer coming? And he said, Monday morning at 10 o'clock. And I said, okay, can I come out here also just in case he doesn't show up? And if not, then I would like to buy the business. And so 5 minutes after 10 o'clock, I wrote out a check and I owned Shorty's Hattery. So after about a year and a half, I found a building in Stockyards, and I've been here ever since. That was 1991, 92, I believe. And after cleaning hats for a year or 2, I decided that if I could clean a hat, I could make a hat. Because I had a blocking machine, and it would just haunt me. I'd look at that blocking machine and think, I know that I can make the hats. And I wanted to get into designing hats, and he had that blocking machine hooked up to a beer keg, and the pop-off valve was a golf ball, and it was baling wired on. And so I'd always think, now I wonder how this all works. So little by little, I taught myself this and was using that beer keg as a way to heat my water. So one day a fireman walks in my door and wants me to do some work on his hat. And he says, well, what is that back there? What have you got back there? And I was so proud of it. I said, well, that's how I make hats. I'm beginning to learn how to make hats, and that's a beer keg with, anyway, he walked back there, and he went out to his truck, came back in, slapped a red tag on it, and said, you are shut down, you cannot ever use that again, because you're gonna blow yourself up in this whole entire block. Then I did eventually buy me a boiler and started doing it the proper way. But mainly I've just taught myself how to build hats, and I worked it by myself with one other lady for about 4 years, and then as it grew, my renovations, then I had to get more help in, and no one really knows how to work on hats, so you have to train everybody that you bring into your business. But I'm fortunate that I have a good group of people that's been with me a long time here and has helped me build this business. And Bobby came on actually the year before my sister was diagnosed with cancer. So that all worked out well because I was able to spend time with my sister until she finally passed. And we made her a hat, a pink hat, cancer hat, and I'd like to show it to you. This was in honor of her. She actually got to wear it about 6 months before she passed away. But it's got her name in it and everything. And I started a fundraiser in honor of my sister because she died because she didn't have insurance. Had she had insurance and had caught this cancer a year before, she would still be with us. So I decided I wanted to raise money to help people that didn't have insurance. And with the help of all the horse people in the United States, they've helped me raise over $650,000. And it's an endowment at the OU Cancer Center here in Oklahoma City. So I'm pretty proud of that. And she was an awesome lady, and she helped push me in my business and kept on me to let me know that I could do whatever I needed to do.